Okay, so good day, sir. The question that we chose was give people that you admire. So, it might be cliche, but I'll say parents. I really admire my parents. They guide us, they love us, they care for us. Despite their flaws, they're doing what they can, they're doing their best to give us what we need and sometimes even what we want. No matter how hard the problem is, they have their fortitude, their resilience. It shines for us. It shines for us, their children. They guide us. Even in all the problems that we have, even if they have their own problems, they are there for us. And as I said, they have their flaws. So, my next person that I admire would be Greta Thunberg. My parents uh, always ask me to burn their trashes like plastics and stuff, and I always was against it, but I was able to voice myself out, and that's why I admire Greta Thunberg. At only 18 years old, she was an activist. She is an activist until now. She fights for the right of the earth, for the good of the earth, even challenging higher ups, the government, for climate change mitigation. She pushed her own ideals through her parents, through the community. Her parents was actually theater performers, was many flights. Thus, it affects the uh, global warming. It contributes to it. She pushed her ideals. She pushed her ideals through the flaws of her parents. She didn't give up. She had her own fortitude. She had her own ideal, and she pushed through with it. Ultimately, the people that of the people that I admire the most, it would be Stephen Hawking. He is a scientist. He was a scientist. He was really good at what he was doing. Then he contracted a disease. That disease was ALS, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. It made him disabled, unable to move. He could only sit there, but he didn't give up. His theory of everything, his theory of black holes, he still pursued it. Even though he couldn't move, he couldn't talk. He needed the aid of computer just to talk. He needed 10 times more of the brain power and the effort to just talk that we usually do. He didn't stop there. After he published his book, it was acknowledged. But at the very end of his life, he was not afraid of change. He knew that something was wrong with what he had published. And even in the face of adversity that people are calling that it was already right. No, he pursued another path. He created another book to disprove what he had written, and he fought for it until the very end. In summary, I admire the people who never give up. People who has the same ideals as me. We have something in common, like the parents who are close to me, Greta Thunberg who are young, and has her own ideals, and fights for the earth. And Stephen, my ultimate example, the scientist that continued even with his disability. In the end, I can say that the people I admire has fortitude. They have strength in adversity. They never give up. People like that are what I admire. Like in the quote, whatever does not kill them only makes them stronger. They are what I admire the most. Thank you.